full coverage of Chelsea's Group H Champions League tie against Galatasaray. With just a solitary point from their opening 2 games, the consequences of failing to beat the Turkish champions were all too clear. It was also make or break for the Turks, as a 2-1 defeat against Milan last week saw them at the wrong end of the table as well. Chelsea have Jody Morris in for the rested Didier Deschamps, and Gabriel Ambrosetti takes his place on the left side of midfield. Familiar names in the Galatasaray side include Brazilian goalkeeper Tafarel, ex-Tottenham player Gigi Popescu, and at number 10, the Romanian World Cup superstar Georgi Hagi. To Stamford Bridge then, to see if Chelsea could collect that first vital win. Your commentators, Ron Atkinson and Peter Brackley.
It will be Chelsea to get us underway. It's a night when Chelsea's Champions League aspirations are very much on the line. If we take our chances, we should be okay, says Vialli. But if we play as we did in Berlin, it will be a lot more difficult. That night, Chelsea, in Vialli's eyes, were too bad to be true, but much improved at Middlesbrough at the weekend. Frank Leboeuf making his way forward. Zola and Ambrosetti, the 2 Italians, organising this free kick. And they strike here early on. The ball for Dennis Wise, complete miscue, and the flag a little belatedly up for offside. Dennis Wise, who was, according to Ray Wilkins, head and shoulders above anyone else on the pitch at Middlesbrough at the weekend, and he really is in sparkling form. Will he be able to inspire his team tonight? This is Hakan Ursal will be operating down the left side for Galatasaray. On by Sutton. Ambrosetti. His 3rd start in 4 games this now, since coming from Vicenza. This is Okan, who came up for the second half in Milan and did really well too. He looked to change side after the break, much more offensive. Desai was in such commanding form against Milan, an absolute giant at the back for Chelsea on that occasion. With Sukor, Hakan Sukor, now Okan. Here's Hagi, looking over a dangerous ball. Only just wide of Arif, who arrived in the centre.
I think this is superb. They back off him and they know what the left foot he's got in. He's hit that into the danger zone. Unfortunately for Chelsea, nobody can get a touch on it. What we've seen in the opening minutes or so, we've seen 2 great balls into the box. One by the little legend of Galatasaray, Hagi, and the free kick. I thought it was an excellent free kick from Zola.
It was Babayaro's long ball, and it's too long for Ambrosetti. Vialli will be hoping they can link up effectively down this left side, including Ambrosetti, Vialli tonight to provide the service of Sutton in the middle. Ambrosetti, who is an out-and-out winger, the Italian Ryan Giggs, he says.
Yeah, what that may do, I see just watching Ambrosetti now, he's tucking in into the left-hand side of midfield now. But if he stays too wide, you know, he might leave Chelsea a little bit empty in midfield.
Run by Petrescu, here's Zola. Now Sutton's on his way, using his strength, but he couldn't battle his way through, and it's a foul. Free kick to Galatasaray. Leading the Turkish league, they've won it for the last 3 seasons now. Very much the dominant force in their own domestic game. And of course, very experienced in Europe too. This is their 29th season at this level. Wise, outmaneuvered in midfield.
One thing you can be certain of, if you allow them to dictate the tempo, they'll love it. They do love a little passing game. You've got everybody that'll be fairly comfortable on the ball if they're given time and space.
This is Capone, the Brazilian. Hagi, when he played in the first half in Milan, he didn't do a great deal.
He's one of the few players, I'm sure, that has it in his contract that he's allowed time out, you know. He plays, he explodes for a little while, and he'll go and stand on any part of the field and take no interest in the game for a little while.
No good, and then Capone to take it on. Here's Popescu, such an elegant player, the Romanian. Played, of course, with Tottenham for a spell, Barcelona and PSV.
his experience in playing in the English league will be very, very important to them. He'll know what to expect from the likes of Sutton and so forth.
Operating in the heart of the back line, Popescu. I think he played in midfield when he first went to Turkey.
You know, one thing looking at the two sides that might just worry me a little bit about Chelsea. I mean, I actually think Chelsea will win the game. No, that's not the kiss of death.
Thank you.
But I just wonder how they may defend set plays. I mean, we heard the lads saying earlier how big Galatasaray are. But Chelsea are a very small side today.
Rossetti, Partido in the way. Still that Rossetti. Can't deliver though. They had 4 in the box then.
No, he's been brought to get crosses in. He's been brought to get past the last man like he did at Vicenza. He's got to produce from those areas. That's not good enough.
The 9th Italian to be brought to Stamford Bridge. Cost around £3.5 million from Vicenza, who were relegated last season. He's only played for relatively small clubs in Serie A. This is his first experience of the big time, really. European football with Chelsea in the Champions League by Asif. Good early ball. That's fair air defending in Tigerish fashion against Hakan Unsul. He's the man who supplied the cross for the goal last week, scored by Ubit in the San Siro.
And this is where they may just have an advantage. If you look at the Chelsea side quickly, 2 big central defenders, Chris Sutton, the rest 2.5 scale down.
Capone has come up, so too Popescu, and they've got Hakan Sukur in there. Very dangerous in the air. He's made a darting run to the near post. That was Capone, and it's clawed up then by De Hoy. De Hoy injured in the back of the net, but he performed heroics then to keep that one out.
Well, this is just the thing. He's hit the ball to the far post. It's kept in the danger zone. Is it Chris Sutton gets the header? And I'll tell you what, that looks ominous, doesn't it? That would be touch and go. That it looks very much as if De Hoy's hand has gone well back into beyond the line. I wonder.
It was Capone at the far post, and that looks to be, well, from this angle, maybe behind the line. Hard to tell. It was certainly a close call. And a real escape then for Chelsea. They've got a problem with De Hoy.
Yeah, I think secondly the escape is that the referee stopped play for De Hoy. I'm not so sure there was any sort of infringement going on, and the ball was still very much in the danger zone.
Free header for Capone, who was signed by Galatasaray just before the UEFA transfer deadline. Looks to be a good signing too from Brazil. Juventude. Here's Popescu. Always seems so unhurried. Hakan Unsal. This is Hakan's pass to Fatih. Played by Frank Leboeuf. Scored a Chelsea's penalty late in the game in Berlin. Too late to save the match. Capone. He's going to be known as Al, surely.
I think Hadj is just having one of his little breaks about. You said he comes and plays on the right-hand side. I think that's his breather. Certainly of the two sides at the moment, far more impressive side from Galatasaray. Positive, very, very lively, very threatening.
Well, they played with bags of adventure in the second half in the San Siro. Got 1 goal back. And really stretched Milan all the way. They were holding on at the finish, Milan. This is their manager, coach Fatih Terim, former national team player. Indeed, he was in charge of the Turkish team in Euro 96. And he's been very upset by all the toing and throwing before the game.
You know, I can't ever remember a game where an English club has been involved with the Turkish side when there hasn't been some sort of so-called messing around before the game.
I think if they weren't already looking forward to an interesting game in Istanbul, it will be even more so now. We'll return the compliment with interest, says the coach, whatever that might mean. Fatih's long ball. De Hoy a long way out of his goal. Sukur in the centre. Arif's cross. Steps Popescu. In a vibrant start here from Galatasaray.
Oh, Chelsea are in trouble at the moment. They're hanging on at the moment. I think this is one of the major problems. They're getting outnumbered in midfield.
Sukur.
Subsequently, the ball's coming at the Chelsea back four with very little respite. And they've got a chance now.
This is Zola. Got Sutton's knockdown. Gianfranco Zola. It's a good tackle from Ergun. And Rossetti. Again, four in the middle for Chelsea. Sutton looking to attack, but picked by Dennis Wise. And well held by Tafarel, the Brazilian goalkeeper. Hadji on the rebound. This is Arif, who's a very dangerous man up front. As he underlined there, he got free against the Irish recently, Northern Ireland, for the Turkish national team.
Great break, great ball from Hadji, great break from Arif. And I think this emphasises the thing, I think it was Paul Elliott was saying before the game, about they do tend, the two Chelsea central defenders are great players. Here's the cross to start with, the little touch on. Very acrobatic shot from Dennis Wise, unfortunately goes straight down the hole, but there's the ball, there's the cross in again, good cross. But making reference to that earlier incident, you know, Arif's shot recently, I think that the Chelsea defenders do have a little tendency to ball watch, and let strikers pull on their shoulders a little bit.
By Okan. The Hakan Suker, who has been a prolific scorer in domestic football back in Turkey. The clash here between Wise and Okan. The leading scorer in Turkish football last season, Hakan. This is Okan. There's a lovely little ball then for Fatih. And that should be De Hoy's, well held. But they are playing with so much conviction early on, the Turks. So much composure and so much adventure too. Offside here, get Zola.
This is marginal. This is not, that's not as clear cut as I may think. Have a look at the right fullback was in a very deep position here.
Well, the goals have not been flowing for Chelsea, only 5 in the last 8 games. And no front player has scored since August the 11th in the Champions League qualifier against Scotto Riga here. In goes Petrescu. Pretty much a fixture down the right side this season. Played in a Champions League final or Champions Cup final way back in '89. Petrescu for Steaua when they were hammered by Milan. A wonderful team of Rijkaard, Van Basten and co. Bullet. Well, they're playing 2 up, Ron, and looking dangerous, Galatasaray.
Well, they're not only playing 2 up, they're pushing people forward as quickly as possible. I mean, I think at the moment, Chelsea are too spread in midfield. I think they're asking an awful lot. Petrescu is playing a lot wider than I would expect him to. They look as if they want to try and give the side width, but when they lose possession, I think they should be narrowing down. That's a foul.
Touched by Okan.
As I say, I think
caution away from suspension.
I think Petrescu should be narrowing down to get in there and help Morris and Wise. And all right, if they're going to get the out and out width they needed from Ambrosetti.
Here is Ambrosetti now going for goal. Well, he certainly got hold of it. Not resting on his shoulders. They need the service down this left side. That's why he is in ahead of Poyet. Capone for Galatasaray. Both teams with just a 1 point so far from their first 2 games. If either team should lose, well, it could be the end of their Champions League campaign, or as good as. So important this fixture is tonight. Zola, lovely touch. In goes Dennis Wise! And Tafarel was very brave.
I'll tell you what, I think, and for a moment, they both thought Popescu had maybe just done enough to brush Wise's ankles a little bit when Wise was on his run. Great early ball from Zola, though. Good move from Chelsea.
But again, Dennis Wise, the Chelsea captain, their longest serving player, popping up in a potential goal-scoring situation. Here's Ambrosetti. Can Chelsea find the fluency they showed here against Milan? And they really should have won the game. Desai. Good play though by Arif. He's got Hakan Suker up with him. And Hadji too. Look at Okan here in space down the right side, and Okan was furious then that the pass wasn't delivered. Oh good.
By the way, what we are seeing is a game of tremendous pace and tempo, isn't it?
That's Hadji. Down by Morris.
I think this might be Hadji as well. Perfect position, a little bit far out. Perfect position for Georgie Hadji, this. A left-footed shot here.
Reckless challenge by Morris on Okan.
I think it's in keeping with the tempo. It's a very, very fast tempo, and people haven't got time to think at the moment.
And De Hoy winded early on, hopefully okay now. He might well need his second defence in working order here against Hagi. The man who used to be the Maradona of the Carpathians, but is now the king of Istanbul. Lining up with that mercurial left foot, Yorgi Hagi. Not quite got the range. Being so popular in Turkey as well as Romania now. Back in the national team for Romania, he had actually retired after the World Cup. The president, no less, of the country persuaded him to have second thoughts. And they're back on course for the Euro 2000 finals. Like Okan, who seems to be always everywhere, very busy player. The number 7 for Galatasaray. They've shown a lot of good early movement here so far. Certainly no sign of nerves. Off goes Zola. There's Capone and Fatih. Good hustling though by Ambrosetti. Gianfranco Zola with those trickling feet. Great ball in. That's Hakan Unsalu managed to smuggle it away. The danger might not have passed. Sutton showing real belligerence up front, but in the end to no avail. It's Sutton who needs a goal.
And if they keep putting crosses in of the quality we've just seen from that time from Zola, previously by Ambrosetti, I think he's going to be on the sheet.
Here's Petrescu. Still Dan Petrescu. Now Ambrosetti. Wanted too much time and failed to outsmart Ergun. Another man who came on to feature in the second half when we got some fans on the pitch. The stewards having to deal with them. They run on with a flag. Turkish supporters. Oh, Dennis Wise bringing one of them down. And he really shouldn't have got involved. And the referee's leading him away. What was he thinking of? Well, whatever his feelings. And Hakan Suker may be sympathising with him, but he hacked out at one of the Lautz's run on. Midfield having a quiet word with him. The fans are led away. Well, there's a decent rugby tackle.
I was just going to say the fella must have rocks for brains. Fancy going near Dennis Wise. He'd have been better off taking on the special branch.
I think we can safely say those two fans will not be seeing the end of this game. Let's hope Dennis Wise does.
Let's also hope that that doesn't overspill into the game, because the game's been a cracker at the moment. Good pace, good tempo, some good attacking play.
And Dennis Wise sportingly returning the ball to Tafarel. The veteran Brazilian keeping goal for Galatasaray. Pulsating game so far. In goes Capone. This is Desai for Chelsea. Capone again. Cool at the back. Settled well alongside Popescu. There's Capone again now. Skip off the head of Leboeuf. Then Ferrer. It was Hagi on that cultured left foot. Played in towards Hakan. Desai keeping a watchful eye on him. There's a real live wire Hakan Suker. This is Ergun.
I tell you what, the two of them are, the two front players. Arif's a good player as well, isn't he?
It's Hakan Unsul. Then Hagi. Done by Babayaro. Preferred them to Graham Lasso in the starting 11. Here's Ambrosetti. Giving Fatih plenty to think about down the left side for Chelsea. Ambrosetti, in goes Capone again. Now Popescu. 4-time Romanian Footballer of the Year. Now an idol back in his home country. He seems so unruffled in his play. Just a feeling though from the early games they might be a little suspect in the air. Some hoping to prove they are vulnerable in that particular department. Sutton who scored just the one goal since coming to Chelsea. This is Ambrosetti whipping in another dangerous ball. The home fans feeling for handball, but nothing given. And rightly so. Very experienced referee tonight, Dick Yole.
If the quality of crosses stay as good as that, I'm sure Chelsea can nick something out of that.
Here's Hakan. Okan. who's had to come back from serious injury.
Yeah, he played against us
through the first half.
Played against us a few years ago for Trabzonspor, an excellent player. I mean, what I find is a number of the players have got excellent technical skill, but tonight I'm seeing a great aggression and tempo and competitive spirit from them.
13 times champions of their country, including the last 3. Is on camp now. Rossetti tracking back. Aliaro, lovely skill from the Nigerian. Now Dennis Wise. Offside at Rossetti. Zola had gone sprinting through the middle, but Rossetti had set off too soon. But he'll be pleased, as you were saying, Rob, with the quality on the crosses so far.
Yes, excellent. But he won't be so pleased with this. He's the one, he sees the whole picture. He's the one that's looking in. He can see the whole right across the line. He should no way be offside from there. Drives you up the wall when the wide player does that.
Esai and Petrescu with Ferrer, who didn't play at the weekend because of injury. Ferrer again, the Spanish international, Champions Cup winner with Barcelona back in '92. Zola, who influenced the game against Milan in such a big way. You really can't tie him down for too long.
And I also feel that Galatasaray are taking, and they've played it quite well to be fair to them, this offside throw. What a super ball from Okan that is.
Now it's Ergun. Options through the middle. It's overhit though in search of Hakan. Aliaro under pressure. He's a dangerous front runner though, Hakan. He had a spell in Italy in Serie A with Torino. They've got homesick for Istanbul, so his time there didn't last too long. But he has been such a regular goal scorer down the years. Now in his second spell with Galatasaray. Celestine Babayaro. Jump by Hakan. And he's waiting to pounce. Esai was there. Ferrer, Julian to Petrescu, giving Chelsea some width on the right now. It wasn't handled by Petrescu.
The linesman had a bird's eye view of it, didn't he? He was looking right in on it. I mean, I must admit from here it looked a stick on.
We're a fair distance away up here on the cattery. Play again from Okan. A lovely little ball too. Almost had Arif on his way, but Desai was strong.
Tell you what, the two Chelsea defenders have not had such a pounding, and I'm on about a physical pounding as well, because both strikers look as if they're prepared to go to war with them.
Errors last week were so costly, of course, in Berlin, but Leboeuf and Desai were very tight again at the weekend, up at the Riverside. Back to their formidable best. This is Hadji. Can't relax for a moment with him on the scene.
They need to try and keep Hadji away as far as they can from goal in sort of non-dangerous areas.
It was Arif ghosting in, and no one had picked him up. He got away from both defenders.
That's lazy defending, you know. That's what I say. I do think at times, because they're both very good players, Leboeuf and Desai, they tend sometimes to get too casual, too complacent.
They lost their concentration then, Desai and Leboeuf. Well, if so nearly punished by Arif.
If they need any reminding, that little incident will show them, because Arif and Suka will punish them.
What a ball it was too from Georgi Hadji. Frank Leboeuf, who's caught daydreaming for the second goal, and maybe for the first one too in Berlin. Zola looking it on then to Sutton. And away from Capone, it's Zola again, and Rossetti. Chelsea will send up Frank Leboeuf.
Desai's got a problem.
Yeah, Desai is going off at the moment.
Looks like
he's some attention, I think.
Looks like he's going to groin. That would be a major blow for Chelsea if he had to come up.
Wise will take the corner. Leboeuf arriving at the near post. Sutton further back, looking to attack from around the penalty spot. Too long for him. Abiano couldn't get there. In goes Sutton. Good touch from Arif. They're a technically gifted side, the Turks. Good anticipation from Ferrer. But it's Broken up too easily. Hakan Unsal, away goes Arif. Look at Hakan through the centre, if he can find him now.
That is an unbelievably fortunate interception there. Anything going into the box there, and it's a stick-on goal. It's a cert goal for Galatasaray.
Superb counter-attacking from the Turkish team. That was Babayaro with a saving tackle, saving intervention. Here's Wise now, back on defensive guard. Desai is about to come back on, so hopefully that injury isn't too serious. The man who masterminded the defensive strategy against Milan, his former club. Well, wincing a little. Won the Champions Cup, the Champions League in successive years, of course, with Marseille and Milan. Up goes Sutton. He's earned the free kick. The dismay of Popescu. Maybe an opportunity for Gianfranco Zola here. Tafarel, such an experienced keeper. Played in the last 2 World Cups, of course, for Brazil.
You know, Desai is coming up. He's going to try and sneak in late at the back post. He wasn't running over freely then.
This is Ambrosetti. Nothing too original or imaginative about that. Ferrer switching flanks for a moment. Every inch the tough contest Chelsea would have anticipated against his very talented Galatasaray team. Sutton is the target here. He had Capone at full stretch. They're going to ward him off then, the Brazilian. His compatriot finds Hakan Unsal. Loves to bomb on down the left side. Okan. Now Capone. Popescu. So rarely gives it away. Ogun. He has lost possession. Babayaro. Ambrosetti can turn away from Hadji. He's on the ball now. Okan. That's Leboeuf with a header. Here's Okan again with Babayaro. And Leboeuf happy to shepherd that one out. Not too happy with the challenge on him. Temper's becoming a little frayed. It's Arif.
I think a lot of that is because of the way the 2 strikers have persistently gone at the 2 central defenders. They're making the 2 central defenders work like anything today. I've not seen a Chelsea side defensively put under so much pressure for ages.
Popescu. Not the most convincing of headers there, straight to Ambrosetti. Now it's Jody Morris. Hasn't really got in the game so far. In tonight ahead of Deschamps, who began as being held back for the big one on Sunday. Manchester United, well, this is a pretty big one today.
This is massive. This is massive. This is a game they cannot afford to lose.
But it shows the faith that Vialli has in Morris. Okan now. Galatasaray taking the game to Chelsea at every opportunity. Popescu. Hakan Unsal. Goes Arif, and then Umit. This is the man who scored the goal in the San Siro.
There's that long slanting diagonal cross again.
Ferrer. Well run back by Chris Sutton, showing all his determination. Babayaro. Now Ambrosetti. Zola have come short for him. Hadji with the tackle.
Seen Hadji make more tackles in this game than I've seen in the whole ever, and we've watched him over the years. He's getting his foot in, he's energetic at the moment. I think Chelsea have just got to hope that he runs out of steam.
Well, he's really fired up at the moment. With half an hour gone in this absorbing tie. Here's Hadji now, working really hard, rolling back the years. One of Europe's most talented players.
What he knows, he's got two willing horses up front in Suka and Arif. Anything they stick up, they're chasing right down to the end.
Up goes Chris Sutton. It was Okat. Now Desai powering forward for Chelsea. Albert Ferrer. Zola ghosting out to that right side and taking Popescu with him. Still Gianfranco Zola with some lovely skill. It surely was a very heavy tackle and rightly penalised. Popescu going down. Ogun, who went flying into the tackle.
I think they genuinely tried to make him hurry the ball, and he really did hurry the ball.
Number 67, Ogun.
They reckon he's one of the best 67s in the game.
He's made the number 67 shirt his own.
Is that the highest number you've ever seen?
I think so.
I think it is me, yeah.
Vieri wears 32 in Italy, and that's not a reference to his transfer fee. Good play here from Zola. Looking to wriggle his way through.
Very unfortunate. Great little variation.
Well, he's a fantastic player when he's in the mood. And he was certainly in the mood against Milan.
I've never seen him not in the mood. That's great. They're all expecting a cross. Skips past two defenders. Goes the third man. Oh, gee, spot on the referee. I was just wondering how it finished up a corner. Did get a little ricochet off his shin.
Desai unchallenged. Was Capone with Sutton.
You know, everybody talked about the Milan game as being a super game, and it was. This is every bit as good for slightly different reasons.
The flag has stayed down. The keeper, oh, Chaparral, did he handle there? Surely. Popescu went steaming through and he's been sent off. Chaparral. Clear contact with his hands as he came hurtling out to deny Petrescu. Chaparral can't believe his misfortune. Being consoled by the Chelsea players.
They've been playing a few risk balls. I'm talking about a few risks trying to hold a high line here. But there's no question, he knows the rules. He's definitely, I mean, if he slides and just tries to take it with his chest, but you have a look, I'm sure you'll find he's trying to make a positive save.
It's a save. It's a save.
Goalkeeper. Yeah, you can't argue against it.
Drama at Stamford Bridge. Claudio Chaparral, the Brazilian goalkeeper, has been sent off. And there surely can be no argument. Petrescu bearing down on him. The flag stayed down as defenders pushed up. And Bulbasi Mehmet will come on to replace him.
That's thrown the Terim in, the coach Terim in with a problem he didn't want.
He didn't expect. It's Okan who's gone off down below us.
I tell you, that's a reef. Oh, that is a major plus for Chelsea.
Yeah.
A reef.
Went off very quickly.
You know, obviously.
Mehmet, the reserve goalkeeper, is on. In place of Chaparral, and Arif has had to make way, so a double blow.
That is a major plus, I tell you, a major plus for Chelsea. He was causing them all sorts of problems, Arif, as the front runner.
Mehmet is only 21. Came from a third division team last year. It's a real test of nerve and of character for him now.
I think Zola should try and get something under the bar here as quick as possible and test him. Keeper just come on, high tension, get it under the bar, let's see what happens. Oh, he spilt it as well.
A wobbly first touch, to put it mildly. Can Chelsea now seize the initiative? Canuzzo. Ubin seems to have pushed up front now, alongside Hacker. There's Hadji. Good anticipation from Frank Leboeuf. Sutton setting off through the middle. Here is Sutton. chest it down low to the path of Zola. Hakan. There's Ubitz. And Hakan again. Away from Dan Petrescu and Leboeuf. And then on a different wavelength to his teammates. Leboeuf. Now Petrescu. Perez set off on a supporting run. It's Petrescu again. Chelsea can't play anything, no initial impact. Maybe Rossetti can now. Keeper was caught in two minds then as Petrescu arrived in the middle. Seemed to hesitate, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but that's a great ball from Ambrosek. It's that lovely one. Sets it off on the keeper, bringing it back all the while. Keeper's in the land of uncertainty. Petrescu a hair's breadth away.
Outstanding service from Gabriel Ambrosetti.
But that makes it lovely for him now with the man light. Stay out here. Doesn't need to even tuck back for me. Doesn't even have to tuck back into midfield now.
Zola with a wonderful first touch. Sutton returning the compliment. Here's Zola again. Teasing Popescu, Gianfranco Zola. It's a corner. Oh, finds a goal kick. Got a deflection there. But he is the man who can make things happen for Chelsea. Such an opportunity for them now. With Galatasaray down to 10 men. Tafarel sent off.
I don't know, I think he's just had some words from the bench, Ambrosetti. He's gone to the central midfield players and give them more or less the signal, push in, push in. I think you'll find Babiaro playing left back now will push a little bit further forward, try and even things up in midfield, so they've got the extra attacker. But I still think these have got enough up front, Galatasaray, to cause them problems even without a reef on the field.
Hadji, so hard to dispossess. Morris in with the tackle. Now Hakan. Terrific skill from him. Hadji. Oh, brilliant. Breathtaking at times, Hadji.
You almost hoped that would come off, didn't you? A little bit of interplay between Hakan and Hadji.
Down goes Desai. No foul, says referee Yol. Hakan. Then Umitz. A free kick to Galatasaray.
They are a zippy side, you know, they really are for me. They're bright, they're lively.
Their fifth Champions League campaign, Galatasaray. Chelsea's first, of course. Popescu. Arriving in the box to add his support now. Hadji, look for him, for Hakan Suka. Kept up then by De Hoy. Really zipped it then by Jorgi Hadji.
That's a good save, you know. He cannot make a decision till late. The ball's flying in. Hakan just misses it. That's the first real sighting the keeper gets of it as it skips off the ground. And that's a far better save than I think people realise.
Reacted very quickly then, Ed De Hoy.
But oh, it was a dangerous ball, right into the danger zone there from Hadji.
Hakan with a corner. Laguna's gone near post. Hakan Utsul. Disappointing for Galatasaray. But they have produced some excellent approach play in this first half. Matching Chelsea stride for stride. Babiaro. Sutton the target in the middle. He's got Ambrosetti to his left here, Babiaro. Ambrosetti's cross, it goes Sutton. And Jody Morris. Knocked back in by Petrescu. And it will be a corner.
Ambrosetti's only got to keep clipping those across now. There's going to be a goal at the end of one of those. That is a lovely first touch. First to try him in. Sutton misses it by a hair's breadth. The support players can't quite get on the end.
Edging towards half-time. Dennis Wise with a corner. Desai is up. This is Zola. Wise again. Then Dan Petrescu. Way by Capone. Only as far as Ferrer. Offside. Three of them are in a line.
You know, they charge up, they come up a little bit sometimes, the Galatasaray backline, when there's not much pressure on the ball. And sometimes, you know, that can be a dangerous game.
Vialli's team haven't found the breakthrough yet. He knows his team have to match the desire of the Turks. Oh, I think they've done that. Now they need a little extra. Here's Babayaro. And Krusut going for goal! Did well then, the keeper. Thought he fumbled it for a moment.
I thought for a minute that was Sutton on target, you know. A little bit fortunate to get the ball off Zola, but there he slams it in. Just too close to the keeper.
Jody Morris. Ian Wise, the only Englishman in this starting lineup. Babayaro. I forgot Krusut, there's three of them out there, sorry. Ron's just reminded me. Normally have three of them out there. 4 minutes of time to be added on. That was Frank Leboeuf. Some leading though, some pushing, which means a free kick for Chelsea. Leboeuf and Desai have certainly had their hands full in this first half. Here's Jody Morris. By Desai to Ferrer. Sutton shown for him. Alert defending though by Popescu. Who was brushed aside illegally then by Krusut. Okan. It's Hakan Unsel who's made the run down the left. Pass though cut out by Ferrer. Now Babayaro. Atmosetti setting off. Capone with the header to Haji. Always danger when this man's on the ball. Chika Haji. Those quick feet again.
That was a magnificent piece of skill, that, you know, the little roll we took.
Eventually repelled though by Chelsea, and now they've launched an attack of their own. Ambrosetti, Sutton is far post, Zola's in the middle too. No handball, Ambrosetti, but Fati was in first. And Katsuka. And Leboeuf to tidy up.
That's the advantage the extra man gives you, know, if he stays wide. When the ball's crossed out to him, whereas Fati had been close up against him for a lot of the game.
That's Sutton.
Should have done better, Chris.
Yeah, should have done better. In his mind there, but it was nowhere near Dennis Wise.
Yeah, should have dropped it in his run. Wise has made more forward runs, I think, than I've ever seen him in a game. I'm just saying, getting back to that point about the extra man staying wide.
Here's Wise now. It's a blind first touch. Great link-up play. Zola could be in. Still Zola. And Petrescu. It won't go in for Chelsea.
That's a miss. That is a miss. Zola, the little man himself, should have scored, and I'm not so sure Petrescu shouldn't have earned afterwards.
Well, some thrilling build-up play from Chelsea, but no penetration at the finish.
Yeah, great link-up play. Get Zola in clear. Zola, for me, should score here. Lovely little layoff to him. 1-2, he's in the clear. He's got a brilliant first touch. He's hustled. He has got a legitimate... He was bundled quite heavily, but I still think he should have got his shot away.
Petrescu crowded out. Here's Ambrosetti. Fati in the way again. Well, he's getting the service down the left, Ambrosetti.
You know, I'm just thinking here, you know, I mean, you can't have everything.
Sutton. It's Wise forward again. And the referee has given the free kick to Galatasaray.
Just thinking, Peter, some of those, and there's been a stream of crosses gone in from the left-hand side. Just wondering if Poyet was playing in midfield now. He's the sort that thrives on those as well, and he loves diving in, supporting the strikers on those. I think he'd be looking at those, licking his lips a little bit.
I'll have a bet with you he's on at some stage in the second half. So dangerous in the box with his well-timed runs, Poyet. He is the leading scorer for Chelsea this season. Been out with injury. Such a valuable player, especially at this level.
Especially when balls are flying across the penalty area like they have been doing from the left-hand side. Talking of dangerous players,
Haji putting Babayaro under pressure, but not fairly so. Leboeuf in trouble there for a moment against Hacker. Saeed to bail him out. Alfede skipping forward in typically vibrant fashion, but he was going nowhere. Therefore he saw nothing wrong. Ubit. Then Ogun. Up steps Frank Leboeuf. Sutton for Chelsea. Then Zola. Leboeuf kept going. And Bossetti. Tresco. And they're hanging on then, Galatasaray. But still, Chelsea can't break through.
Yeah, this is thrilling. All his other crosses have been the curling one into the penalty zone. That one he's picked out Petrescu. Petrescu coming in on his own. The far post.
Sutton. The keeper had retreated in time. And he made the right decision there, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, just can't get away from the keeper, can he?
Celestine Babayaro. Well, no goals, but it's been an exhilarating contest and a tale of two goalkeepers. Ed De Hoy has twice come to the rescue for Chelsea. At the other end, Claudio Taffarel, the Brazilian, sent off. And young Olubasi Mehmet, the 21-year-old, coming on to take his place. A nervous opening by him, but one or two saves since then to improve his confidence. And it's all set up for a cracking second half. Chelsea 0, Galatasaray 0.
Lean in a bit.
Lean on me when you're not strong.
When it comes to providing for the future, we all need someone to lean on. And for well over 1 million people, that someone is Royal Liver Assurance. Why? Because our members know that we exist for them, not for shareholders. So if you're looking for a fuller future, lean on the Liver.
Get connected. Call the Gay Network now on 0906 800 8080.
Find love on the phone. Call the Singles Network on 0906 800 8000.
If you're not registered to vote, you can't have a say. Your council has sent you a form. Make sure you return it.
Galatasaray who start the second half, and Haji going for goal. Well, he's done it before, I gather from there. Quite a few times in his career.
I'll bet he's
But I
never.
think that Ron Atkinson was a mite ambitious.
He's never loved a 6'5" keeper from the edge, from the penalty area. That's for sure.
Well, that was a humdinger of a first half. So it stays and continues in similar vein. Chelsea, just to recap, really must win this game surely tonight to keep their Champions League prospects alive. Hakan, the target up front. The Turks down to 10 men with the sending off of Taffarel. What an opportunity here then for Chelsea. Can they capitalise in the second half? Desai, very careless. What a waste.
I think they've made a slight tactical adjustment, Galatasaray. We wondered about it before, didn't we? But it looks very much now as if Haji's going up front to partner Suka.
Over the top, nowhere near Chris Sutton. Chelsea are shailing the first half in terms of possession, not much in it. Poyet limbering up now, maybe about to come on. That's Ambrossetti. Who might be the man to make way. Meantime, it's Umit.
I'd be very surprised at that. That would surprise me if Ambrossetti came up.
Babayaro. It's one to Viali.
I would have thought that they needed his service.
Petrescu, good running here from Zola. Sutton lurking in the centre. Dennis Wise has arrived as well. No service forthcoming, although it will be a free kick here. Zola impeded. Up comes Frank Leboeuf. Poyet going through his paces down on the touchline. Desai has advanced as well. Sutton on the edge of the box. Here's Zola. The keeper didn't come for it. Oh, Sutton! Terrific wretched save from Mehmet. Well, that goal continues to elude him. Only one for Chelsea, remember, Chris Sutton.
Yeah, well, this is reaction as well from Sutton. The first header goes in. There's a scoop into his run. He's thought he scored when he's hit that. It's tucked right under him, Sutton. He's just had a quick snap at it. And unfortunately, once again, it drops in Mehmet's hands.
Just going through one of those spells when it won't go in for Chris Sutton. All strikers go through them. There is Gustavo Poyet, the Uruguayan. So often a deadly finisher for Chelsea. Hakan Unsal. Desai. Hakan Suker. Away by Desai. Rossetti. Surely they'll keep him on to provide that wing service. Jody Morris skipping past the tackle. Good play from young Morris here. And Rossetti is with him. Now Babayaro. Ferrer has got Petrescu wide of him if he needs him. This is Petrescu. In goes Urgun. A rash challenge. Poyet about to come on. Just back from injury. The referee is coming off. It is Rossetti.
Well, that's a strange one. I know Poyet has played on the left-hand side a lot in the team this season, but I would have thought his supply would have been what Poyet would love.
Such a favourite with the Chelsea faithful, Gustavo Poyet, on in place of the Italian Rossetti. This cosmopolitan Chelsea squad. Here's Zola, another Italian. He's just behind the goal, flashing wide to Poyet. How's that for an early impression? He's so dangerous in the air.
I'm not too sure they didn't get in each other's way here. He's climbing above everyone. He's got his head on it. What a first touch that would have been.
He's been suffering with a groin injury, and he's been back to Spain. His former club was Real Zaragoza, of course. Working with an Indian masseur to treat the injury. Poyet with the pass to Babayaro. Not quite online. Stati with the throw. Young man who's come up through the junior ranks with Galatasaray. And his first cap by Turkey as a teenager. Free kick to the Turkish champions. Well, they gave Manchester United such a hard time in previous campaigns in Europe. Likewise tonight. No easy ride this for Chelsea.
Now, what must be worrying them a little bit as well, Chelsea, is that normally against Turkish sides, you expect to see them up in the home leg, knowing full well the away leg is always going to be difficult.
Jody Morris might go for goal from here. Didn't quite get hold of it though. Chelsea claiming a corner. Referee says no.
Yes,
yeah.
You're right. It was a little deflection. I'm not too sure the referee could be faulted with that, by the way.
I think it came off Urgun. Dismay for Jones. Making the heart of Chelsea's midfield tonight, alongside The ever-eager Dennis White. Here's Sutton's a lovely little ball. Now Petrescu's on his way. Dan Petrescu! Great stop by the keeper, but he's beaten him this time. And Chelsea at last have the lead. Romanian Dan Petrescu. And that's what it means to these Chelsea fans. In a long time coming. Big smiles down on the Chelsea bench.
Yeah, but that's a lovely little... Don't take away anything from Chris Sutton. That's a lovely little ball in for his run. It's a good shot. Now, this is where I think he does brilliant. Keeps his cool, turns inside the defender, and just tucks it away with his left foot. He's got it all on from there because it's a hard angle, but this is excellent. And not only that, he's got the awareness just to lift it over. But he's always looked the threat when he's made those breaks. But Sutton's link-up ball was terrific.
His second goal of the season. 10 minutes into the second half is such a vital one for Chelsea. Dan Petrescu. That came off Ferrer. A corner to Galatasaray. Good credit to their young keeper for the first save, but then beaten by the quick thinking, the awareness of Petrescu. And they strike back now. Capone is up. This is the Brazilian now. By Jody Morris. Capone chasing back. And stepping for the throw. Partido. Asai. Again commanding at the back. Petrescu fended off by Ugun. A nervous clearance by the keeper. Mehmet. Can Chelsea now drive home their advantage? Zola. Rather over-elaborating. It was Poyet. Little fortuitously finding Dennis Wise. Partido. By Poyet and Zola. Some couldn't get there in time.
No, he's at a very, very tight angle, Zola. I think he's got that little position all well. I'll play something into the general area. Another great through pass from Poyet. Played across the face of the goal, and just hope I've got support players alongside me.
Ogun. Head on to Hakan Bunsal. Then Haji. Butler aside by the aggression of Sutton.
You have to think that was a foul, don't you?
He's such a combative front runner, Chris Sutton. Look at behind, he's standing by his man. He's paid £10 million for him.
Oh, he's a good player. Most of his general work today has been good. I mean, as you know, as everybody knows, you said it earlier about strikers. He just needs something on the end of his name on the score sheet.
He feels it himself. He's just a game or two away from finding his best form. And what a difference a goal would make to it. Hakan Suker, who's got a terrific goal-scoring record in Turkey. The loose puck sent by Morris. Not punished by Haji, thanks to the alertness of Desai.
I've never ever, and I've seen that Desai is a magnificent player. I've never ever had to see him make so many last-ditch challenges.
And he's limping now, Desai. He seemed to be struggling for time in the first half. Well, defenders are pushed up almost to the halfway line.
Yeah, they've caught them offside there, definitely. But it is a dangerous old game, particularly when there's none of your mates putting pressure on the ball.
Desai, I think, wants to go off.
Well, certainly had hockey warming up for a long time, Bialy.
This game is not safe yet, given the attacking prowess of this Galatasaray team. Poyet. Then goes Babayaro. That was Capone. Now Ferrer, the Spaniard. Petrescu, the goal scorer. Hakan Unsol. And a casual pass though by him. Petrescu back in possession for Chelsea. Morris. Oh dear. Very careless then. It's Haji. Trying to catch out Ed De Hoy.
Well, we talk because we see it week in and week out, you know, about Zola's ability from distance, but that is an excellent. He's seen it. He realises everybody's anticipating a cross.
He's on his own for the moment. Zola had slipped. There was hardly any backlift at all then from Haji. Real power on those legs, huge thighs, very small feet. Hakan Unsol to Okan. His industry has been such a feature for Galatasaray. He's off on another run now. That's a lovely pass too. Fatty linking up down that right side. The Burr sliding in. And it's a goal kick. No, he's given the corner. The referee's assistant was waving for a goal kick for a moment. Certainly looked a corner. Haji will take it. Up comes Popescu and Capone.
This is somewhere where I think they have a distinct advantage, particularly now if they can take Desai out the middle. If somebody runs Desai to the near post, which they're doing.
Didn't quite reach Popescu though, thanks to De Hoy. Here's Herb about to come on. I think it plays to Desai. Meantime, it's Zola threatening. And looking like pretty awkward there for Hakan Unsol and goalkeeper Mehmet. Now Chelsea would welcome the comfort of a second goal. Oh, good. And again, number 67. Okan. Good work again from the Turks. The space. And Fatty over on that far side. How did they get a foul there? It's Haji who's out there now. It could be in here. They've left him more or less unattended.
Well, what he's done, this is where sometimes works to his advantage. He was so shattered from the earlier run, he was taking time to get back. Chelsea have pushed up, and he's just managed to get onside. Here's Desai going up.
Well, he was absolutely outstanding against Milan here. He's done some fine work at the back again tonight. But on comes Yeshurk now to replace the injured Marcel Desai. Erdogan will know these Turkish players pretty well. He had 4 years with Fenerbahce. And had plenty of pointers for the Chelsea players in readiness for tonight's encounter. Slotting in alongside Frank Leboeuf at the back. Wise. To Leboeuf. It's good play from Petrescu. Now it's Zola. Wise is forward again. Sutton's up with him. Slipped in to Sut. Alert defending by Galatasaray.
I'll tell you what, Poyet is going berserk. Because of his little run there, Sutton, he's made a great little run across. Wise, instead of playing him in, should really play to the far post where Poyet was completely unmarked.
So often he ghosts into those positions, Poyet. And the Turks had not picked him up. Here's Wise with the corner. Erga's got forward. There's Leboeuf. Just nudged on by Sutton, and the keeper's claimed it. It was Herb with the challenge, on by Leboeuf. Tame in the end. Babayaro. By Zola. Now it's Ergun. Haji. That's a good tackle. Yes, Herb. That'll do his confidence no harm at all. Dennis Wise. On to Poyet. Fatih standing his ground. Okan. Haji has now wandered out to the left. Should be Babayaros. Leboeuf helping him to tidy up. Ed de Hooy, who's anxious to win his place back in the frame for the Dutch national team, behind Westerveld of Liverpool at the moment, and of course the number 1, Edwin van der Sar, now playing his club football in Serie A with Juventus. Sutton is a target here. Up jump though by Popescu. In goes Morris. Now Wise to Ferrer. Frank Leboeuf. On to Poyet. He's got a side of goal. And he has such an eye for goal.
Yeah, they've retreated off him. He's hit it. It's got plenty of swerve, plenty of pace on it. Unfortunately, also just too much height. But that's where he's a danger when he plays on the left-hand side of midfield. He just drifts infield into that little position where he's hard to mark.
Wise. And again, working it on tidily then to Poyet, who has certainly made a decent impression since coming on. Babiyaro. Away by Capone. This is Hakatsuka. Poyet's challenge, and again on Fati. The referee has blown his whistle. I don't think Poyet had heard it. It's a free kick to Galatasaray, and his foot was a little high. Fairly innocuous though. Not in the eyes of the referee, Dick Yole. Ferrer. Foul on Petrescu.
Just wondering, you know, Popescu played with Ferrer, didn't he, a few times at a few years at Barcelona. And every time he gets it, he's got plenty of space. He's trying a lot of high balls on top of Ferrer.
On by Hood. Here's Leboeuf. Then Dennis Wise. We've seen so much of the ball in the midfield for Chelsea. So much is channeled through him. This is Chris Sutton. Good playing from Poyet. Zola, who's drifted out to that far side. And it's Capone who clears for the corner. They do play so attractively going forward, Chelsea. They create so many chances, and they haven't been tucking them away. Is that one goal going to be enough tonight? Up comes Hood, hoping to make his presence felt. Leboeuf has stayed back. They've got Sutton in there, and Poyet and Petrescu. Now it's Dennis Wise. Oh, it's Petrescu again. Popescu seemed to lose the flight of the ball.
Yeah, he's steeled in. I mean, really, this should be a goal. It's a perfectly good ball from Dennis Wise. He's lost his mark. Whether or not he hadn't seen it coming till the last minute over Popescu's head, that would be about the only thing he could sort of let him off with.
He scored one and nearly had another. Halfway through the second half.
But he's uncanny at ghosting in, isn't he? That's a great strength of his. And he always seems to finish on the inside shoulder of the defender when he makes his run.
I think now it's why he is one of the first names on the team sheet these days. He's had his problems in the past with Chelsea, not been an automatic choice, and for a while looked to be on his way. Not at the moment. Here he is again now. Petrescu, no. Referee has pulled play back for a free kick to Galatasaray.
Things once again, I mean, we've said it so many times, but what's emerged again is an example of it there. Zola's little touches and little flicks are a delight, the way he links people up.
Hogan couldn't link up though and locate Akatsuka through the middle. Babiyaro. Now Wise. Some speculation that Dennis Wise might be back in Kevin Keegan's thinking soon. The next England squad, we wait to see. His form is outstanding. This is Sutton, now Wise on the ball. Good little dummy then from Poyet. It's led in Babiyaro. Poyet again. Couldn't find Sutton. Petrescu to Morris. Now Zola. Gianfranco Zola! What an effort. And what a goal that would have been.
The awareness of the fellow, though, it's fed in here by Morris, knows where the defenders are, gets his little turn, puts the ball where he wants it, short back lift, plenty of pace. Once again, it's only height that denies us seeing a great goal. But he seems, he's one of those players, he just seems to know where everybody and everything on the pitch is.
It is that awareness that makes him such a great player, Gianfranco Zola. Back on Unsul. This is Leboeuf, striding purposefully forward. Now Sutton, Leboeuf again. Frank Leboeuf! Super save from the keeper, he got his fingertips to that.
Yes, Chelsea's best spell of the game now. They're playing very sharp, passing's good. The merest of touches from the keeper puts that one over the bar. I'm not so sure he wouldn't have gone over anyway. But the build-up play, they're now using the extra player.
Galatasaray want to make at least one substitution, I think maybe two here. They can't do so for the moment. Ibra is going to come on, a midfielder, and Sas Hassan is a front player. Okan, one of those going off. My word, he's worked hard tonight.
He's been excellent, excellent.
On comes Emra. Belozoglu, Emra. And they're taking their time over the other change. It's not been made yet. Zola, Babayaro. Why, he's spreading the play superbly then. He's picked out Ferrer. Now Morris. Oh, good effort again. Poyet. So often he's in threatening positions.
Yeah, particularly when he drops on his right foot. The squeeze goes to him, he flicks the first touch, takes it past the defender, hooks the volley while it's in flight. Got a goal similar to that, didn't he, against Sunderland early in the season? And here goes Georgie.
Now we've seen some wonderful moments from him tonight.
Hasn't disappointed us at all, has he?
The old legs are a little tired now, replaced by the fresher ones of Hassan. Maybe fresh problems for Chelsea. Sutton on the charge. The 10 men of Galatasaray scrapping for their lives now.
Attacks are becoming less and less, aren't they? They're just hanging on at the moment.
Yeah. Not really threatening Chelsea at this stage. But the home team are not in the comfort zone yet. That was Hassan. This is Babayaro. Away from Hassan's challenge. Trescu endeavouring to feed Chris Sutton. Morris to Ferrer. Play on, says the referee. And Morris is doing exactly that. Jody Morris. Three waiting on the cross. And it was Zola. Another man who just seems to have lost that touch in front of goal. For all his enterprise, for all his talent.
Fights back here, Jody Morris wins it, takes it into the last third, head up, and Zola really.
He knows it too. He could have put this game, well, would have put this game fully beyond Galatasaray's reach. But as it is, they're still in there, they're still hanging on. Up goes Babayaro. The win should have been sealed by now. No good. One of the many internationals in this Turkish squad, Ergun. The referee's not happy about something here. Wanting a word with Babayaro, is it?
And Hassan, by the look of it.
I think the message is calm down. Final warning. I think they got the drift of it. He's kept the game flowing pretty well though, Dick Yole. Here is Hakan. Hassan, rather. Free kick to Galatasaray. No Haji out there now. Someone else must take on the responsibility. They've taken it quickly. It was Poyet back defending. On you go, Chris Sutton. The Dutch referee allowing Chelsea the advantage, which they haven't really taken up. Oh, good.
I think that just about summed Chris Sutton's season up so far at the moment, the indecisiveness of it. When he received it, you thought, go on, get the ball out of your feet, son, travel. And he was looking around straight away for somebody to lay it off to. Till in the end he turned back and broke the whole momentum of it.
So much is down to confidence. Here's LeBeuf. What he has done tonight, Sutton, is really put himself about up front. Here he is now. Hakan Unsul can play it away for Galatasaray. They haven't done it very effectively. They've given possession back to Chelsea rather too cheaply. There's Ferres, Caprick forward again. Now Dennis Wise, Sutton's got post! No penalty. Emre with a challenge.
You know what, that is a brilliant decision. I've got to say, Emery has got he's got his foot on the ball first. My reaction, and we've got a good view from it, that was a stick-on penalty. I have to say, I think Emery made a great challenge, and the referee's made a fabulous decision there.
The young substitute, Emery. His heart was in his mouth then. Dennis Wise with the corner. The Turks have cleared, looking to launch a counter-attack of their own now. Hassan running into Herb. A really firm, positive block challenge, but no, the referee's given a free kick against it. Rubit shaping up to take it. Chelsea pulling everybody back, even Chris Sutton has retreated now. Popescu alongside Umit, and Popescu is taking charge. Hakan ghosting in. Hakan! It wasn't really closely attended, it has to be said.
Great chance that, you know, perhaps a bit of slowness on the ball, but he stole him past LeBeuf, who presumably is his marker. Really, I think a little bit more pace on the ball. He must have, a little bit more pace on the free kick, but he's in again. No, he's not. A little bit more pace on the free kick, and I think he must have got some very close to scoring.
Well, it was very impressive the way he lost the marking there.
It wasn't. It was bread and butter. That's sloppy defending at this level.
Chelsea have got away with it, but it was a reminder, a warning to them. This game isn't over yet. Unlike Capone. Akatsuka. And that great chance for Galatasaray. Now it's Emre bending his cross in and winning the corner. Well, they pushed Milan right to the last week. Galatasaray. Are they going to do the same for Chelsea here as we head towards the final 10 minutes? Popescu just arriving on the edge of the box now. LeBeuf with a hefty clearance. Inviting Zola to chase. Hakan Unsul with the back pass. Yes, Roog. Pressurised by Ogun. Popescu. Firm header away then by Hearn. Poyet linking well with White. He's found Ferrer. Petrescu wide of him. And Zola here. almost lost his balance then, Zola. And some strong defending by Hakan Utsal. Popescu. Capone. Aiming for Hakan. He's rocked by Frank Leboeuf. Neatly on then to Wise. Here comes Chelsea again. Dan Petrescu, whose goal divides the two teams. Dennis Wise. Morris was square of him. He's opted for Petrescu instead. Then Zola. And your movement from Chelsea. They're faced by a packed defence now. Leboeuf. On to Poyet. It's Zola. The passing was neat and precise, but there's no sting in the tail. Bit of a misunderstanding there. A foul by Morris. And he launched into the tackle, and he caught Hassan, I think it is. It was on the reckless side.
He was actually there first again, though. I mean, I think what happened, I think the ball sort of got tangled up in the legs after the challenge, but I think he got there first. But I think, as you said earlier, you know, the referee, I think, has refereed the game properly. He hasn't been fussy or anything like that, and I don't think the players should feel threatened about.
It's Capone with a cross, Umit with a curious header.
Sometimes you get referees who your heart's in your mouth, every challenge you make is going to be a booking or whatever. I don't think this guy is.
Hakan again, a threat through the middle. Not the best of clearances either. It goes Hakan again. He's a real danger in the box.
I tell you what, I wouldn't have liked to have, if I'd have been sort of in the Chelsea camp, I wouldn't have liked to have seen Arif and Hakan have the full 90 minutes together.
He's looking pretty relaxed at the moment, Gianluca Vialli, but how he would welcome another goal now.
Or even full time.
Or even full time, which is not far away, but far enough. I mean, they've come here with a decent reputation, Ron, Galatasaray, and they've not let us down in that way, have they?
Let me tell you, they have impressed me immensely. It's a good job in a way, you know, in that two-leg situation, you know. I know they've got to go out there and play. Because at 1-0, if you went there with with the sole, you know, just a 1-0 lead, looking to go through an aggregate, I'm not so sure you'd be back in Chelsea.
Wise, away from Ergun. Sutton and Wise, good little 1-2, down goes Wise, it's right on the edge of the box.
The irony of all that was, you know, I don't think he'd have got Sutton's return pass.
He was blocked though.
Yeah, he was definitely blocked by the referee,
yeah.
but I mean, that's going to run to the keeper anyway. Two little 1-2s between Wise and Sutton. Unusual, isn't it? An English combination in the Chelsea side.
They're all back defending for Galatasaray. Frank Leboeuf.
He loves a blast, and Leboeuf, but I think this could be a Zola reverse. Just have a feeling Zola might try and reverse this on the keeper. Keeper's showing plenty past his left hand, but I've got a feeling Zola might try and con him and send him the other way.
All eyes on Gianfranco Zola. The referee just ushering that wall back. A couple of Chelsea players on the end of it. Here is Zola. At the post! He hit the upright against Milan, and he's done it again tonight.
Clever one that, he knows. He's kidded the keeper. He's gone for it. Keeper's thinking it's going the other side. He's reversed it on him, and that's unfortunate.
No real response from Mehmet in the Galatasaray goal. He was left stranded. It stays at 1-0. And it remains on a knife edge for Chelsea. They now want to bring on Flo. Got an Andrea Flo. Up down, squished up. It's the obvious swap. He's worked really hard tonight, Sutton. And a bit of finishing and a bit of luck too. He would have had a goal. Flo on. So often the super sub for Chelsea. That was Hakan Suker. Flo now. Got an unlucky bobble then. It was the other way round last week in Berlin. He made way for Sutton's entrance. And it was Sutton who went down for the penalty, converted by Leboeuf. But all too late in the game. Up goes Hakan. Poyet. Now Zola. Well, some great individual skill till he was upended. A good advantage played by the referee again. A roll on here into the path of Dennis Wise. Poyet's arrived in the box. And Flo beyond him. Good claim though by the upkeeper. Who settled down and made one or two good saves actually. Since replacing Taffarel, sent off in the first half. Has the game swung on that? Ken Bates, Chelsea's chairman. Well, it's been his dream to play at this level.
I don't think he's going to play at this level now, is he?
I bet he's kicking every ball out there, though.
I bet he's counting every supporter.
Hakan Unsul trying to inspire Galatasaray now. And Bamiyaru happy to settle for the goal kick. Ed De Hoy, who will look back on those two saves in the first half. Galatasaray will wonder what might have been. It may well feel, as certainly we did up here, that he hadn't kept the first one from crossing the line. Up goes Poyet. Gica Popescu. Then Capone. Losing out to Leboeuf. Bamiyaru, then Poyet. All rather tight in there. But it's Zola who brings it away. Onto the return pass from Poyet. He's in here. Gianfranco Zola can clinch it for Chelsea. Still Zola. And then Capone with the saving header.
The little fellow is a magnificent player, sees everything. I think that's a bit of greed. He's got two people virtually unmarked at the second post there. Any sort of ball isolates and takes the keeper out and the defenders out of the game, and Chelsea are 2-0 up.
And all credit there, full marks for the keeper.
Yeah, great save. But I mean, he was at a very steep angle there. He had a very tight angle there.
Petrescu. Certainly Zola was a mite selfish. He could have eased a few Chelsea nerves then. Wise.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Now Zola, can he deliver this time? In goes Flo. Hakan Unsul away. Umit. Leboeuf. Coolly down for Ferrer. Here's the Frenchman again, Leboeuf. And Jody Morris, whose commitment has not been in doubt tonight. Poyet. They've had to work for this win, Chelsea, if it needed this to be a win. Zola, then Poyet. Wide to Albert Ferrer. Only Flo in the box, but Poyet is lurking too. Here's Flo. Laid off by the Norwegian to Ferrer. Wise, a little hesitant. Agatsuka making no headway. Bamiyaru. Just over a minute of the 90 to play. And then a question of how much referee Yole adds on. A nerve-wracking finish at Stamford Bridge. Bamiyaru hitting that long ball towards Flo. Out by Hakan Unsul. Only as far as Petrescu. Petrescu's pass to Zola. And still he can't finish it off.
But this is some super defending. Petrescu just lays it into his run. He's straightening himself up. Great block that.
But yet again, the chances are there for Chelsea and they're not putting them away. Flo and Poyet in the middle. Berg on the near post. In goes Flo. Pesco had smuggled it out. It was Morris with the challenge. Well, he certainly caught him, but whether it was quite as serious as that. Emre.
Yeah, from Jody Morris's point of view, totally unnecessary to put his arms up, but in all fairness, Emre went down like a dying swan.
I think the referee has just had a word with Emre and said, look, come on, it wasn't that bad. Again, sensible refereeing from Dick Yole. Poyet. Zola wandering out to the far side. Played in for Wise. You maybe thought Morris was behind him. Certainly Ferrer was. Yes, Hug. Offside. Cutting under a Flo. We're in stoppage time. Fatih Terim, coach of Galatasaray, down below us, wandering the touchline, trying to inspire his team. But they haven't been as dangerous, and not surprisingly so, since being reduced to 10 men. Big blow to them to not only lose Tafarel, but also Arif, the man who was substituted.
I think they lost a little bit of heart as well, and understandably so when the goal was scored.
That was Ogun. Fatih. That was Ferrer with the header. On by Wise. Couldn't find Flo. Popescu. To Nakatsuka. Now Sasasa. Chelsea need to keep the door shut at the back now. Keep things tight there. Petrescu, they're on the counter with Zola. Poyet's up with him. He's got Babayaro to his left. Zola again. Poyet and Zola. Petrescu's arrived far post. This is Poyet.
A little bit surprised there, you know. I thought Poyet, instead of going for goal with his left side, look here. I think as he comes, I think if he takes it away from the keeper, he wouldn't half give a problem there for Galatasaray. I'm surprised he went for goal there.
Wise. Now Zola. Played in towards Flo and Babayaro here. Celestine Babayaro lining it up for Flo and Petrescu again. And that'll be a free kick to Galatasaray.
That's a time-wasting free kick as well. Just buy time, let's all get behind the ball and settle again.
But the home fans are anxious. Chelsea have not finished Galatasaray off. And the Turks have a free kick now. Conceded by Hurg. The referee's not going to change his mind for all Hurg's protests. Concern for Ed De Hoy in that Chelsea goal. Emre will take the kick. He did well then to keep it in, Ed De Hoy.
He's not done much wrong at all, has he, the big goalkeeper tonight? Been alert, perhaps rode his luck.
You could feel the relief around Stamford Bridge as he held on to the ball. Poyet with Flo. Now Dennis Wise. He was battered there. Dreadful challenge by Hakan Mitchell. But the final whistle has been blown by Dick Yole. And Chelsea's hopes of Champions League success are very much alive. Thanks to Dan Petrescu's goal. Their first win in this group has been chiselled out at last. After the draw with Milan and that demoralising defeat in Berlin, the Arley's team have negotiated this potentially dangerous hurdle to ignite a challenge that seemed to be waning. One goal settled it in the end, and it was a cool piece of finishing from Petrescu. marvellous result for Chelsea, and whatever delights the Turks serve up for them now in Istanbul, they have safely outmanoeuvred them here tonight. Galatasaray having to play much of the match with 10 men after the sending off of Caparel. But Chelsea can now face their remaining games with renewed confidence. Winners at Stamford Bridge over Galatasaray by a goal to nil.